Mobvoi TicWatch Pro 5 promises true multi-day battery life with flagship performance. Either we've reached smartwatch battery nirvana or we're staring at another round of marketing theater. On paper, it's stacked. Snapdragon W5 Plus Gen 1, 2GB RAM, 32GB storage, dual-layer display with color backlight, 5 ATM water resistance, mil STD 810H toughness, and 65% in 30 minutes fast charging. Sounds criminally generous, but here's the thing, some of those bold claims don't line up once you actually live with it. I wore the TicWatch Pro 5 for 3 weeks, day and night, workouts, GPS runs, showers, sleep tracking, the works. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. The TicWatch Pro 5 claims to deliver 3 big wins. True 80-hour typical battery life, ultra-smooth Wear OS with a tactile rotating crown, and advanced health and GPS tracking in a rugged body. The marketing promises include multi-day battery with a 45-day essential mode, buttery performance from W5 Plus Gen 1, accurate heart rate, SpO2, sleep and stress tracking, and precise multi-GNSS for runs and rides. Sounds impressive, right? Pretty bold claims for a Wear OS watch, but here's where things get complicated. Reality check time, they claim 80 hours of typical use. What you actually get is about 36 to 48 hours with always-on display enabled, notifications on, and a daily GPS workout. With AOD off and brightness on auto, I stretch to a little under 3 days, but heavy notifications and workouts pull it back to roughly a day and a half. Here's why: the AMOLED plus ultra-low power display helps, but once you use rich watch faces, constant heart rate sampling, and GPS, the W5 Plus still draws. The 65% in 30 minutes fast charge is real, but the last 35% crawls. Full takes around 75 to 80 minutes. They claim ultra-smooth performance. What you actually get is mostly smooth, sometimes stuttery. Swiping tiles and opening apps is quick, but I hit occasional hiccups with the Mobvoi Health app, lag when switching between heavy watch faces, and delayed haptics from the crown under load. Here's where things get interesting. The hardware is fast, but Mobvoi's software layer and historically slow platform updates blunt the edge compared to Pixel Watch or Samsung's latest. They imply full Google ecosystem. Reality check. There is no on-device Google Assistant on this watch as of my testing. You get Google Wallet and the Play Store, sure, but no Assistant tile, no hot word, no voice assistant parity with Pixel Watch or Galaxy Watch. That's a big miss for many buyers who rely on Assistant for messages, timers, smart home, and quick queries. They claim advanced health tracking. What you actually get is decent daily tracking with gaps if you train hard. Steady-state heart rate during runs looked fine. During intervals and HIIT, readings lagged by 10 to 15 BPM compared to a chest strap, especially on recoveries. Sleep staging paints a general picture but misclassifies wake periods more often than I'd like. Nightly SpO2 works, but you'll see occasional gaps or oddly low spikes. The plot twist. There's no ECG here, and recovery insights are basic versus Garmin or even Fitbit. They claim precise multi-GNSS. What you actually get is good open sky accuracy with occasional wobbles in urban canyons. Lock time typically took 15 to 30 seconds. On my known 10 km route, one run mapped 9.85 km with some squiggles near tall buildings. Not disastrous, but not best in class either. But wait, there's more. The essential mode claiming 45 days is real in the sense that it becomes a glorified wristwatch. Steps, time, basic heart rate, maybe a compass. That's not a smartwatch lifespan. That's expensive confusion between two very different modes. The charger is a proprietary puck with finicky alignment, a slight bump and it stops charging, and the app ecosystem. Mobvoi Health syncs to Strava, but I saw occasional sync delays and clunky data export. Add in a track record of slow major updates and mixed reports on customer support, and the shine fades. Battery life. In mixed real-world use with AOD on, I consistently landed around 1.5 to 2 days. AOD off and mindful notifications pushed me closer to 2.5. GPS burns 7 to 10% per 30 minutes depending on conditions. Fast charging gets you 65% in roughly 30 minutes, which is great for topping off before a night out, but expect about 75 to 80 minutes to full. Performance and software. Snapdragon W5 Plus Gen 1 and 2 GB RAM make this one of the snappier third-party Wear OS watches. The rotating crown is tactile and helpful for scrolling. However, occasional UI stutters and app hangs remind you that optimization matters. Google Wallet works, Play Store apps install quickly, but the absence of Google Assistant is a glaring omission. Compared to Pixel Watch 2 or Galaxy Watch, you feel the software polish gap. Health and GPS, daily wellness metrics are fine for casual users. Heart rate is okay at steady effort, struggles during spikes. Sleep insights are useful but not lab grade, and there's no ECG or temperature trend you can act on. GPS is generally trustworthy outdoors, but urban accuracy trails the best from Garmin and Apple. Strava Sync is available, though I encountered the odd delay. Build and comfort, it's big. Around 15 case with a fairly lightweight composite build and metal accents plus a 24mm strap. If you have smaller wrists, this looks and feels chunky. The dual-layer display is clever. The color backlight in the ultra-low power layer is genuinely useful outdoors and saves battery. 5 ATM water resistance and mil STD claims inspire confidence, but the proprietary charger and sheer size are trade-offs no one tells you about upfront. Verdict: skip this unless battery life is your absolute top priority and you can live without Google Assistant and with slower software polish. At around the mid-$300s MSRP and often on sale, the value is tempting, but the compromises are real. Pros: strong battery for Wear OS, fast charging, clever dual display, solid hardware. Cons: no assistant, inconsistent high-intensity heart rate, occasional software hiccups, bulky fit, and a history of slow updates. Save your money for Pixel Watch 2 if you want assistant and polish, or Galaxy Watch if you're deep in Samsung land, or consider Garmin Venue 3 if battery and fitness accuracy matter more than apps. Stay savage out there. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Drop your questions below, tell me what matters more to you, battery or assistant, and vote for the next deep dive. Next up, I'm stress testing the latest budget fitness watch to see if the specs are smoke and mirrors. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Keep it sharp and buyer smart.